Hey guys, welcome to our live reaction for Monster Musume Oisha-san. I'm Hels and joining me is Caddy.
Hello everyone, I'm Keddy.
Okay, so we are currently using Eri Ross as subtitles. We don't know why it's called Eri Ross, but it's subbed. Okay, it's just there. It's there, so we took it. Don't know. Anyway, yeah, this series is, I think the translation is Monster Girl's Doctor or something like that.
Yeah, he only cure monster girls. If you're a monster boy, tough luck.
Yeah, basically. I've never actually read the series. I just know it exists and I've been wanting to read it, but the only source material that I can get a hold of was the novel. Therefore, I didn't bother.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I knew about it. I really like the look of it because the cover was drawn by Zeton. In case you don't know who that is, look it up. Z-Ton. Look it up yourself. And I know that artist draws really, really well for Monster Girls, except, no manga for it apparently. So yeah, I was waiting around and this shows up. So I was like, I'll pick it up. And so here we are. Anyway, let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. Define monsters.
Well,
So you guys are at peace now?
so I guess anyone other than human are monsters.
What is happening?
Before this, we were watching Docu Hentai X Eros, but I think this one is worse. Whoa, 3D.
Yeah.
Why though? Is he like looking at her? Oh, he's checking for breast cancer, right?
I guess.
That's serious stuff. Pink ribbon, everyone. Wait, what now? Ear cancer?
I'm not very well versed in the Minotaurs, so I wouldn't know. I assume she's a Minotaur?
Wait, everything CG, 3D? Or is it just the fairy?
I think it's just this fairy. She looks very much 2D.
Yes, your illness is called porn. Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Holy crap, feels like he's NTRing everyone here. Such is the life of a doctor.
that's the nurse, the Lamia?
Yeah, I think so.
Something
Sapien
like
fight.
Centaur of the arena. So I guess the first guy is going to be Centaur. I think Centaurs are
Centaur.
like the signature or like the most drawn one by Zeton. So
Huh. I thought it was Batman.
uh, he looks very. I guess I should say typical main character.
Also, the husband bursts right in when he says he's expecting. That means he's listening.
You'd think the husband would just be in the same room, right? Whatever.
Yeah, that's her husband after all.
Ah, so you're both from the same academy.
Wait. He Same academy, he become a doctor, he become a nurse. What is this?
I mean, it's just a medical academy. It doesn't have to be like thing, right? Doesn't have to be like specifically for a doctor.
Oh, is that the center?
What the hell? You look
Man, that move was quick.
small. I thought centaurs are usually a lot taller than that. Was that a Skyla?
Was that a Cthulhu? Her name is Cthulhu.
Filthy. What?
Oh, another centaur.
This one looks taller than the last one. Maybe the last one was like a messenger centaur. That's why it's smaller.
Yeah, maybe it's like donkey centaur.
Mm.
Oh, she's on the other side. Oh, look at that, the Selkie. And look at that, a green-haired man. That's
Is that
very
a
rare.
Selkie or is that a woman wearing the skin of a seal?
That's a Selkie. I mean, same thing.
What? Wearing the skin of a seal?
Yes, that's what a Selkie is.
Nah, but I mean, like that means it could have not been a Selkie, is what I'm saying. It's just a human. Have we seen a human since the start, other than this guy, actually? Also, are the monsters you are talking about are just like mythical
This man.
creatures? Like,
Nah, this man.
see, this one looks a lot taller.
Wait, is that his ears on the front or is that just a decoration?
Yeah, good question.
Oh,
I was checking this now.
oh, that was his ears. Their ears are small.
Okay, I know. Third rank fighter. Okay. Is he tiny? Or he just like compared to the Monmusus and the
Hey,
other beasts?
hell, look at that Cyclops just now. The eyebrow, man.
Oh, well, they are Cyclops.
Eyebrow is only on his right side.
They're
Usually,
fighters,
center,
so
isn't it?
probably that's why. Maybe it's like a battles because of battle damage or something.
Ah, could be.
Ah, it's one of those Ojo types, the overly proud ones.
Calm down, Missy. He's a doctor. He's seen a lot of naked body in his studying times. Naked dead body.
Ojo, including the lash, apparently. Ah, it's the same.
But holy crap, yo, this young guy, a doctor, is a genius. It takes years to study human physiology, and he knows about all of those monster people. How come real snake never grab anyone using anything using the tail? Usually
Either
they
we just
use
never see it or something different. I don't know.
usually they use their body, not the tail part. Wait, what's the company? Is it like an entertainment?
Oh, the company was Transport. Didn't you hear before?
Oh yeah.
Why is there a stereotypical? Was there a stereotype that centaurs have big tits anyway?
Yeah, strange. It's
I'd
like
get it if it was like
before Centaur,
minuscule.
before Centaur
But,
there was Elf.
wow.
Oh,
I got
yay.
you up.
Nah. Now, you go, girl. Is it CG?
Is her okay? That is just her horse part, right? The hair, not like her pubic hair or anything.
Oh, holy crap.
I was like, why is that hairy down there, right under the belly button? I was like,
Also, does centaurs have two novels?
I have no idea. I don't know how centaur birthing works.
I think it's just like horse birthing. But how are they doing inside the belly? Are there like
Question.
two
Let's ask the
umbilicals?
doctor.
Doctor, please answer that. CG, man.
What with your necks? Is it just me or does that seem a bit too long?
What? Which one? The neck.
Both. The necks of both.
But the snake is also pretty long neck. Even the human is also pretty long neck.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
It's just a drawing style.
Zepton, I know you make everyone look slender, but like the necks, really. Also, is it just me or does the head look a bit too small for the rest of the body?
Yeah, you're right. Even the horse head are pretty big.
Yeah.
Oh, a nickname. Cute. That means he was searching him in his bedroom.
She seems pretty. What's the word I'm looking for? Attached to him.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Safi's hair. It seems a bit untidy, but at the same time, it makes her look unique.
Yeah. Wait, so was it a transportation company or is it a gladiator company?
I think this is like the. I think this is her. Sorry, this is like arena, but she's also the head of a company separately.
No.
I wonder what the combat is. Is it like in wrestling or is it like gladiatorial combat?
Oh, is it one of those days?
She's just having her time of the month.
Yeah, could be.
They said it's been going on for a while, so who knows?
I don't know. Maybe centaurs have it longer.
I don't know how centaurs work again. I mean, we've seen a few Monmusu series, but they don't usually talk about it in detail. Is it
So
like
is it?
what in her mental problem then?
Yeah, could be.
She seemed very proud, so
Wait, are you licensed to be a psychiatrist too? They have stethoscope, but they don't even have refrigerator.
I mean, we don't even know if they can use magic or not yet, so who knows?
Refrigerator is not magic.
Yeah, like, wouldn't refrigerator need electricity?
Okay.
She better not turn out to be lovesick. I'm gonna deck someone.
It's too fast, man. Sister, you're drunk.
Why am I getting Monster Musume no Ironichijo vibes out of this?
Well, I can expect this to be worse than that.
Is it just me, or is the tail now suddenly a lot longer than, a few minutes ago?
Maybe it's what's the term? Imprehensible? No, okay. I forget the term, but it can be stretched.
Uh,
What? Why? Yeah, 17. You're so tight. No, no. Holy crap, he's really good at controlling this monster Musume.
how did you change the entire conversation by resetting the sentence? What? Much confused.
Yeah, how? Man, this guy. Why is this cat person using iron claw? It's probably stress, right?
I
Stress.
mean, only thing we know is her waist got bigger. It's either she get pregnant or
The doctor will realize it right away. Wow. Okay.
is it like horseshoes? Oh, you're not wearing any. Okay.
How come? Wait, you don't cut your nails? Whoa.
It's going to be more like getting an injection kind of feel,
Wait,
like
wait.
procedure. Is
The
it like
doctor
a
is
little bit of
also.
trimming and then putting on shoes? But
Uh,
apparently, it's more like dentistry, I guess.
yeah.
I mean, yes, nails, right? For them. What are
Oh,
you doing
that's
with that?
dangerous. It's starting with the rear hoof.
Yes, start on the rear.
Standing behind a horse. Very dangerous.
I mean, how does that work?
It's like cutting nails. It is cutting nails.
I mean, it looks like a scythe almost. Okay,
It's a big nail cutter.
so it's like
Holy crap, princess! You're
it's
just
like
getting
chipping
your
wood,
nail cut.
I guess. It's like wood chipping, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
At least you get the process right.
Hmm. Okay, how does the horseshoe work? Oh god, that looks hot.
Don't worry, it's your nail. It's attached to your nail, so you won't feel a thing.
Hmm. Again, this feels like dentistry in a way.
Nail it!
Is that?
What a name!
Did he say meme or meme?
No, it's the same name. Whoa! Oh, okay.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, that tail.
Uh,
It's what we
what
thought
about the
it's
other two
dirty.
or where did they go?
Wait, what? The Cyclops really only have eyebrow on one part, one side of their head.
Yeah.
It's not in the middle.
Huh? Can you breathe?
Well, her nose is not covered. But holy crap, though, Dr. Glenn, he can do such things. I thought that requires different, what's the name, different license.
I thought with the whole procedure you'd need like blacksmithing skills, but no, you just have. Was that the
And
shiny
it's
Mew?
the, uh,
I'm sorry, it looked like a green Mewtwo or like a
I thought
slightly
that's a
different
cheetah.
looking
Though.
Frieza. Okay,
Oh,
no,
yeah, holy crap, it's scaly.
it's just a lizardman. The hell was that just now?
She's armless, though.
What?
That's what you get for not bringing any weapon.
Dodge or something? I mean, it was just a thrust.
Yeah.
That seemed simple enough.
Just like Morty's mother, you know? What's her name? House. Who is Morty's mother?
Who?
Morty's mother.
From what?
Rick's daughter. What's her name? Yeah, whoever whatever her name is. She's a horse doctor, right?
Yes.
A horse
Wait.
doctor and a
She's
deer doctor has different license.
I don't
But
know.
Glenn here, he knows all of the monster people.
I think if you're a vet, you just get a bunch of the similar ones.
Oh,
Because I remember she did the surgery on moose, right? Was it a moose or a deer? It was one of those.
yeah, yeah, one of them.
So,
But even that time, she was told that she need a different license.
Maybe it's like okay, so they're going to Mermaid City next. It almost looked like Venice, except it was more flooded.
So they're going with the usual monster from the start. Centaur, mermaid, maybe next time.
Centaur, Lamia, Mermaid.
What's like
If we're
Lamia?
going by
No. Arachne?
Indonesia, we're gonna have Harpy and Slime next.
Mandragora. Okay.
I think if you're a vet, the system is like you have a license for uh, a certain types of animals per license. So like if you're a general pet vet, you get like a dog and a cat and a bird, etc. But if you're working in like the forestry, or you get like a deer or a moose, or like whatever is in the forest, or if you're working in a farm, you get one for like cows, chickens, etc. I think it's like that.
Oh, I thought they are more specialized. You need a, a license for each species. No, maybe not each species, for each ordo.
I
Order.
don't think that's how it works, because each species do have their own different specifications. But at the same time, each some of them do work in similar ways to one another. But it's more of the habitat of each of the animals, right? Because if you're in the city, you're going to be a vet for pets rather than randomly getting one from like. Well, actually, I guess if you're in the city, you might get sent to the zoo. So who knows? I don't know how that one works. But remember, did you read Shonen Star when it was in Indonesia? We
No.
had one about being a vet, right?
Yeah. Wildlife, is it? The manga title. That one.
I think it was like that. And that one, he went around places. Like one day he was doing like panda, next one he was going to like work on whales and shit like that. So I'm pretty sure he was dumb because he cheated during the tests. Uh, but yeah, like he didn't have to go through like all of those different licenses. So maybe they have a different way for animal licensing. I don't know. And this one is uh, even more different than that, because this one is for monster musumes. The part I'm more concerned, the part I'm more questioning about is why is it says monster Musume Oisha-san? Because there aren't just monster girls. We clearly see there are some monster males as well, right?
Yeah, but he didn't touch any of them in this episode. Because even though there are some in the arena, he didn't
Yeah,
explain that.
yeah, I don't know. Either he just omitted that part, or yeah, he doesn't take care of the male. I don't know. Maybe they have different ways of doing it. Maybe they have like special
Well,
doctor males.
yeah, I guess that's the limitation. You can
Because
you can handle all species, but you can only handle the female one. You need separate license for the male one.
for animals, the male and female are sometimes very different. So yeah. Who knows? We'll see. So far, I'm kind of okay with it. If anything, I have to complain. It's the weak explanation of the setting. There was basically jack shit explanation about any of the setting, like the towns, where they live, where they practice, etc. There was jack shit, right? The first
Yeah,
thing we
we're
saw
just
was
here.
sorry.
Yeah, you go first.
So, like, the first thing we saw was he was doing an examination in what we can assume is his clinic, but we didn't get any explanation about that, like how big it is, like operation hours. We just saw there were some fairies who were doing like the menial tasks, like cleaning up, but that got like two scenes, very short two scenes, and then they were just gone for the rest of this episode. What? I don't know. and then they just left the clinic after getting the thing, and they went to the what? They went to another place. What happened? So weird.
Yeah. But let's be real, Hells. We just watched the series to see the doctor grope some monster dolls.
Well, I mean, I'm interested in the setting because I picked up Monster Musume no Iro Nichijou, and I picked up 12 Beasts, which was also made by the same person, uh, but different setting, right? Musu no Iro Nichijou was modern setting with monster girls involved. 12 Beasts was an isekai into the world of fantasy, but with modern enemies. Another one I picked up was Monster Wrestling, which is also a modern
Oh,
setting,
that one. Yeah.
but they just do like uh, wrestling, but instead of like WWE of humans wrestling each other, this was monster girls wrestling each other, which seemed interesting. This one is actually in the fantasy setting, and it in my brain it's like they are trying to go more in depth with explaining the monster girls. That's why I was interested in it. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping we get more of that. I mean, we sort of get that a bit in this episode. It shows that like how the centaurs are and like their horseshoes. I guess putting on horseshoes rather than maintenance, but it's something. I don't remember that getting explained ever in Musu no Ero Nichijou, if anything. So yeah, I'm hoping it's things like that that we get more of, because it's just interesting getting things like that explained.
I guess that one is more for Centaur no Nayami.
Center no Miami is interesting, but that one feels a bit too philosophical sometimes. Does that make sense? It talks about the weird stuff a lot that aren't quite related to the Monmusus. Actually, if I have to explain why I'm interested in this, if you ever picked up the Monster Musume no Ironishijo manga, at the end of every book, they usually give explanations and notes about the new monster Musumes that were shown in that book. And that one, other than giving us the measurements, because it's Monster Musume no Ichijo, no Ironichijo, it also gives you explanations about the species. So, for example, I'm just picking a book at random, which is nearby actually. Uh, it's explained the Yuki Onna that they have a hair ornament, a snow crystal that grows directly out of the hair. It changes shape from day to day. It shows like a characteristic of each of the species in a way, and it sort of shows like their unique culture or something unique about the species. There's quite a lot of those, and that's why I bought all of the books for Monster Musume no Erinishijou, because each of them has shit like that. I'm hoping we get more of that, more details about the races in this series. But yeah, that's my expectation of this series. I know I dragged you along, but hopefully you'll enjoy it as well. Anyway, that's it for this week's episode of Monster Musume no Oisha-san, episode 1. We have no idea if the next episode is next week or the week after, because according to Anichart, it's going to show up 2 weeks from now. But at the same time, they were wrong on the first episode, because I remember the first episode, according to them, should have shown up next week instead of, today. Or was it yesterday? Something like that. Anyway, that's it for this week. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.